Ngayon, unang-una, MJ, gusto kong pasalamat kasi pinaunlakan mo yung imbitasyon ko. No?
Lalim ng pinaunlakan, ha? Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Maraming salamat. So, gusto ko lang din tanong sa'yo, paano mo ito sinimulan?
Kasi ever since I was a kid, I've always been fond of traveling. I've always been fond of traveling also because I was influenced by an ex. Okay, he was a backpacker. I met him in Thailand. After that, it just dawned to me that I wanted to travel the world and explore, unfamiliar places. After that, I joined this digital company in the US. So I signed up. I invested so much money, like almost $1 million, just to learn how to do all of these digital stuff. Unfortunately, this company got their assets frozen because of some legal issues. So me and my best friend, because we were affiliates to that company, we had no source of income. I mean, apart from my corporate job, that was supposed to be another source of income for me. But when this company stopped, there was no point for us to get the money that we've invested. So in a way, we were really bankrupt, kind of, because I've invested so much money to that company, and then until now, that company hasn't responded or anything, or their site is down, we cannot reach them anymore. So it was really tragic for us.
Nung ginagawa mo tong nung sumali ka dyan sa digital company mo, sinimulan mo na yung brand mo na travel influencer that time, or ginagawa mo na ba siya before?
Yeah, good question. Before, I was just really fond of traveling. I didn't really intend to become a travel influencer until I learned the secrets on how to set up your own online business, how you can become a better influencer, the strategies behind that. This company, in a way, taught us how to become one. And I would forever be grateful to that company, because if it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't be able to put up my own company. Because of that incident, my best friend and I realized that, whatever we learned from that company, we can, in a way, recreate that and create a company that teaches social media and digital businesses. It's kind of like going back to school. You have to invest, or for your tuition, you have to invest like almost $1 million as well for you to learn these things. So that's basically what we did. So we were drinking in Siargao when we had this idea.
Nagiinom kayo, no?
Yes. So we were drinking. I think everyone naman, all good ideas, diba? Lumalabas, like when you're drinking, you become really creative when you're drinking.
Buti naalala nyo nagkabukasan, no?
Yeah, because it was such a brilliant idea. In fact, me and my best friend's company's name, Nomu Nomads.
Okay.
So Nomu in Japanese means to drink. Oh, I'm half Japanese. Yeah, Nomu, or Nomu. Yeah.
Tagay.
Yes. Or Kampai. Anyway, Nomu. And the Nomads is, you can just basically wander anywhere in the world. You don't really have a permanent location. So that's where we came up with our brand, and that is the Nomu Nomads.
When you say digital business, no? Or sinabi mong sinimulan yung business nyo, ganun. Ano yun? Anong insura nun? Anong business yun? Anong binibenta nyo? Paano nag-work? Yun.
Okay, so I think there are a lot of ways so you can learn, so you can earn online. With us, we basically teach people how to set up their own businesses, or if they have their own businesses already, they can use our program, or they can use our courses to accelerate their business, because we're basically going to be focusing on the social media. It's all packaged in this really valuable course, and also we have free courses. We have also a community of travelers who are like-minded people who are willing to share their experiences during their travel. So there's really a lot of things that you can learn when we first started this community. So it took us several years to form this, but at the end of the day, it's really the value that we bring back to the people.
So yung business na ginagawa nyo, nagtuturo lang kayo sa mga gustong magtayo ng business na mga wala pang business,
Yes.
or yung may mga existing business na gustong i-accelerate yung negosyo nila through social media and
Yes.
through internet.
Yes.
Medyo curious ako doon sa sa part na kunwari ako, wala akong business. No, lapit ako sa'yo, MJ, gusto ko magnegosyo.
Yeah.
So, paano yun?
So what we're gonna do is like, we're gonna start with your passion, or because we will identify what you're really, really good at.
Kahit anong passion.
Yes. So
Kahit Barbie.
yeah, like say you can be a stay-at-home mom, and maybe your passion can revolve around, raising your kids. Diba? And then maybe you can create your brand around that. Because basically we really want to encourage, working to the point that it's not like working, because we don't, you know what they say, like if you love what you're doing, you don't have to work a single day. You know that saying?
Yeah.
So that's what we want to encourage.
Yeah, parang hindi na work sa'yo to kasi ano yung ginagawa mo,
You
diba?
love what you're doing it. And in my case, I love traveling. So it's so easy for me to create contents, to explore places, because that's what I really want to do.
A lot of people love to travel.
Yes.
Pero nakita ko yung Instagram mo, yung mga pictures mo, ang ganda ng kuha. O paano yun? Pare,
Thank you.
gusto ko mag-travel.
Yeah.
Eh, hindi ako ganun ka-creative mag-gawa ng mga ganong picture. O paano yun?
Well, we can also teach you how to do it. Because if you really love to travel, and if you really want to document your travels,
Sabagay.
right? You will be passionate about it.
So, hindi pa ako passionate, no?
Well, I just use my
Yeah.
cell phone. I just use my cell phone. I haven't, when I first started, I don't really have all of this, like really expensive cameras.
Yes,
Because
cellphone lang
kahit
talaga.
cell phone lang. And well, I also like to use my GoPro to document and take videos. And eventually it'll progress as you go along, because you would want to improve and you want to keep improving yourself as well. So personal development's going to be there. It doesn't have to be perfect at first, but you just have to be very passionate about it. So it will really fuel you to become better, because again, if we're going to go back to your passion, this will really fuel you to with whatever you want to do. So it can be about your business, and it'll show. It will show because you like what you're doing. Unlike if you're working in a corporate setting, diba? Sometimes you're working just because you have to, right?
Nabanggit mo kanina na nag-work ka rin, corporate.
Yeah.
Diba? Tapos ngayon, you're doing this full-time na. No?
Yes.
Ano yung difference na nag-work ka before sa corporate and now you're doing what you love to do? Ano yung experience? Ano yung feeling? Yun, medyo curious ako doon. And ano rin yung nagpa-shift sa'yo to go full-time to do what you love to do?
Okay, sige. Ang daming question nun.
Sige, kung ano muna yung
But my intake there, okay, so I was working in the corporate world for 5 years. Basically, I was miserable. Alright, I was very miserable. I was getting sick, and I'm not old, okay? I'm not on my 30s yet. I'm like mga 18. No, I'm kidding.
Okay,
But
at heart.
Kuya MJ,
Sige.
But going back, so I'm still very young, but I found myself getting sick all the time.
Okay.
And it's probably because of the sleepless nights. I would be traveling a lot, but then it's very difficult because I won't have enough sleep, and I would be so stressed. And I had
Gina-juggle mo yung travel mo, tsaka yung...
yes. The good thing about it is because I remember like I mentioned earlier.
Baka malaki sweldo mo kaya nakapag-travel.
Well, I was earning around 7 digits already per year in my corporate job. It's not bad, and compensation is good, benefits are good, but at the end of the day, it's just work.
Okay.
I was not really happy because I'm not able to do the things that I really love.
Even though you're earning 7 digits a year, hindi ka pa rin masaya.
No, because as much as I want to travel, I was only given 2 weeks a year to go on vacation, and pahirapan pa yon, right? Because you have your boss, you have to make sure that everything's fixed before you leave, and sometimes I remember I was out of the country and people were still calling me and then be like, hey, I need your help, I need your support and stuff like that. And it was really, really stressful. Like, how can I enjoy when I'm out of the country? And I remember, let me just share this scenario. My father was sick, so I had to go out of the country. And I was in the hospital with him, and we were fixing a lot of papers. And then my work was still catching up to me. So I was like working in my laptop in the hospital, and I remember like I thought it was supposed to be like a vacation, but I couldn't let go of my job because, you know, I was so driven. I was just really driven to climb up that corporate ladder. So I was just, yeah, I thought like that would be my job. And I thought that would be my life. I would be doing that for the next 5 to 10 years. Until I attended this workshop. When I attended this workshop, it's a very, very powerful workshop. It's called Breakthrough.
Yes, thank you for promoting MJ.
But again, it's a very, very powerful workshop because this gave me a very deep realization about myself, about my life, and how I want things to, like, my results are basically will only manifest if I allow it. So after that workshop, I quit my job, and what also pushed me is because, you know, I mentioned to you about my ex earlier, about me, well, him being an influence to my traveling. Well, he was also the one who influenced me to shift to the insurance industry. So that's basically my vehicle to for me
Parang mo
to,
tong insurance,
kind of, actually. It is
No,
my
lang,
business,
it's
actually.
good.
Because
We're good.
initially I wanted to, because I don't know, maybe we had that mindset before that if you go to another country, things would be better, you know, things would be better there because, you know, there's free healthcare, there's free education, and basically, if I'm gonna have my life there, I don't really have much to worry about. I mean, compared to what we have here in the Philippines, I mean, it's gonna be very difficult because you have to think about all of these factors if you are gonna start your own family. But anyway, we broke up, so that's not gonna happen. But it's perfectly fine because that gave me
For the
the
better,
courage
no?
to actually like, okay, maybe I have a deeper purpose, and that is, you know, to really reach out to people and give them like things that, you know, because like basically I really just want to educate them. Like, you don't really have to go out of the country to have an abundant lifestyle, because here in this industry, you can have like lucrative income. If you create your team, it's basically multiplying yourself. And what's best about this industry is that you have this noble purpose to really help people, you know, have a better life.
Dito sa Pilipinas
Yes,
or
here in
wherever
the
you are.
Philippines, because we don't really have, you know, this retirement plan setting when, you know, we were not taught financial literacy when we were young. It's not being taught in school, right? So we have a bigger purpose to actually reach out to people and give them that sense of security. And I want to, and I don't know, maybe it's also coming from my purpose because, you know, I remember, I think I told you, like, my dad was in the hospital, so he was diagnosed with diabetes and pancreatic cancer, and insurance helped us.
Yung dad mo.
Yes. So,
Yung dad ko rin, pancreatic cancer din siya before.
right? And it's very tragic, and it's really, it took a toll in our family's finances, emotionally, physically.
Drained kami doon.
Very drained, and it's really sad because it's also difficult for us because he's in Japan. And
Andun siya ngayon sa Japan.
yes, and luckily, he's okay now.
Wow.
He's okay. He's 80 plus.
Wow.
He's okay. And I remember him saying, like, this was last year. He was like, you know what? His leg got amputated because of diabetes. And I remember him saying, you know, as long as I have my mind and my heart is still functioning, I'm still gonna fight.
Kasi sobrang sakit nun eh.
Sobra. He was always in pain. At 50-50 na siya. But then he really fought because he found out that we were gonna be there like we're still there in spite of what happened, in spite of our family history. You know, things weren't really good before, but you know, in spite of that, we just went there to visit him. And yeah, so he fought his life to just become better. His leg got amputated, wala na siyang pancreas, and now he's still okay. He's still under medication, but you know, insurance really helped us, you know, with the, especially with the finances, because it's no joke. It's really, really expensive.
Yung dad ko na, walang insurance.
So how did you cope?
So ako na in-interview mo nga.
Ay, sorry.
Dito ka na.
No, kasi kami we had insurance. So,
Sinangla yung mga sasakyan, yung mga bahay, sinangla kasi we're hoping na kaya niya mag-survive. So, anong hindi siya makasurvive?
yeah, and that's the thing about us Filipinos. Like, we would always want to focus on investments and businesses. But sometimes or maybe we forget that we need to cover ourselves first. I mean, if you're willing to insure your car, diba? Why not insure yourself? I mean, which is more valuable? I mean, your car or your life?
Tama.
And sometimes, I don't know, like, it's just really a matter of helping them realize that they need this. And especially here in the Philippine setting, our insurance isn't really enough. I mean, if we're gonna be relying on PhilHealth or SSS or HMO, yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, you should have that. Okay, so the money that you have right now wouldn't really be enough because nobody's really teaching you about this, right? So for me, I think it's really about giving that value that they need this, because especially in this setting, nobody's really gonna help you unless you help yourself. And I don't want anyone to be dependent on their grandkids, kasi there's always this setting here in the Philippines but you will be relying on their grandkids for them to support you. So it's really sad, and I don't want that.
So, ngayon? Anong feeling? Anong iba nung nagko-corporate ka ngayon? Sobrang malaya ka na, you're your own boss.
Yeah, liberating.
Talaga.
Sobrang liberating. Because before I was working 60 to 80 hours a week. Right now, I'd probably be
6
working
minutes.
4
minutes.
hours times 5, maybe 20 hours a week.
4 hours,
4 hours
a day?
na lang.
So what do you do on 20 hours? Minus 8,
Yeah,
16
because
hours.
it's really about creating that structure for yourself. And I really like what I do. I think I've already established my brand. And as a travel influencer, I'm able to just really reach out to different companies, and in return, I'm able to get sponsorships, I'm able to travel the world, I control my own time, I'm able to meet like 7 to 8 figure clients. And it's not really a problem for me because they like working with me.
Yeah.
So it's really, I think, going back to your essence, like what do you really want to do to be able to add value to your clients? Some people would want to reach out to me because of my digital course. Some clients would want to reach out for me because, because of my travels. In fact, like whenever they ask for like a sample itinerary, I would be happy to just really give them that itinerary without expecting anything in return. And at the end of the day, they would suddenly like, but like they'd be curious, like what kind of vehicle am I actually doing? Like how am I able to finance my travels?
Yes,
And it's really interesting because then I would open up about FWD. And FWD has really helped me finance my travels. I'm really, really excited for next year because I've only been full-time with FWD for several months now, but I feel so, like there's so much freedom with what I'm doing right now as compared to how I was before when I was just working in a corporate setting. I mean, there's nothing wrong with people who's working in a corporate setting, but I'm just saying, like with what I'm doing right now, it just really works.
Yes, I agree. This is actually really for people na nasa corporate like you before who's really been thinking na gusto ko yung mag-business, may passion akong gustong gawin, but hindi ko magawa kasi something is holding them back, mga ganon. And the reason why you can do for 4 hours a day on average work kasi na-build mo na yan before. Right?
Years. It took me years. But you know, the difference, because I think, and I really believe this, no matter what you do, whether you're in a corporate setting, I was working in a corporate setting while I was also building my brand. This was my schedule before. So I would be working from 8 a.m. to 7 or 8 p.m.
Isama natin yung biyahe mo, yung ligo mo, gising mo.
Yes. So it's really what you do from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m.
7 p.m. to 2
Or
a.m.
let's say, siguro gawin mo na lang 12 noon. Or I mean, 12 midnight.
So, anong oras ka gigising? Anong oras? What time?
So usually I wake up around 5.
5?
And you know, here in Manila, it's traffic is horrendous. So you need to allot at least an hour or 2 hours for travel time. But it's really those, you know, those times that, like, how do you make use of that?
Yeah.
So while you're stuck in traffic, what do you do with that?
What do you do?
So basically, you develop yourself. So you listen to like audiobooks, motivational audiobooks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nung nasa corporate ka pa, you're doing that already.
Yes. So during traffic,
What do you usually listen?
well, during that, when I was an affiliate to that digital company, they have like audio and podcasts that really motivates you and helps you set up your, you know, funnels and how are you gonna create your brand. So I listen to that while driving.
Okay.
And the execution.
So, traffic university ka, no?
Yeah. Because it's, you know, in 2 hours you can do so much. Instead of just like listening to Spotify. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Of course.
Maybe it'll help you become calm in spite of the traffic.
Yes.
But it's really emote ka dyan.
Ang sarap magpa-victim eh.
Yes. And it's really how you're gonna handle if you're gonna make yourself productive. Like right now, instead of podcast, you can make use of that traffic to call your clients, to add value to them, just catch up with them. You know, it's just really how the simple things that you do in the littlest time you have. And also like when you come back home, it's really how you hustle.
Okay.
Because you
mga 7.
you have to hustle. If actually that's a good day for me if I'm able to come home at 7.
Maaga pa yun.
Yes. Because sometimes when I have events before, I would come home around 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Tapos work ka pa.
Yes. So sometimes I would be working from 10 to 2, just, you know, setting up my funnels. Because if you really, like...
10 to 2, tapos gigising ka ng 5, 3 hours sleep.
Because sometimes, like, when I would be in the... I would be traveling. I would just catch up my sleep in the plane. So might as well just really... It's how you... Like, it's how your behavior would be from those littlest time you have. So let's say you have... Say I get home at 7.
Medyo tamad pa pala ako nun, no?
No, because...
Tamad pa ako nito.
It's okay because at the end of the day, you just really have to grind. You know, it's your mindset. Like, how bad do you want this? Right? How bad do you want to have this liberating lifestyle? Right? Because in that 4 hours of, let's say, 4 hours in a day. I mean, we all have 24 hours, right? Let's say you put 6 hours for sleep. Then you put 10 hours for your corporate job, and then maybe 2 hours or maybe 3 hours for, you know, for your daily commute. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19. So it's really how you will allocate 4 hours of your time to make use of how you're gonna make things better, like that would have something to do with your passion. So allocate 4 hours just to create your passion.
Okay, ikwento mo naman sa amin ngayon yung schedule mo ngayon na sobrang free, na sobrang luwag, sobrang liberating, sobrang saya. Ano nang mga ginagawa mo yan? Work ka na 4 hours, then the rest, what do you do? Ano yan? Ipaliwanag ko sa akin yung pictures. Gano'n siya kasaya, gano'n siya ka-liberating.
Okay, I think I was motivated by the book, The 4-Hour Workweek.
Tim Ferriss.
By Tim Ferriss, yes. I also have automated things in my business, and that's why I'm able to do this. So in that 4 hours, yes, it's all automated. I've set up my funnels, I've set up my autoresponders, I've set up, you know, everything to make sure that my business would still be running even though I'm out traveling or
Kaya
doing
kwento
whatever
tayo.
I want.
So it's kind of like leverage ka na doon, no?
Yes. So, sa simula lang yung mahirap talaga
Right.
because once everything is set up, it's gonna be easier for you. So you just, in that 4 hours, let's say I'll be meeting up clients, I'll be talking to clients. Yeah, so I'm able to do my, my job and at the same time, be out there socializing. So there's really no extra time for me, but it's really how you look at it.
Okay.
But more importantly, it's really how you allocate your time because for me, what's more important than building funnels is how you build relationships and how you add value. Because again, it doesn't matter if you have the perfect funnels if you're not able to build relationships, to the people you encounter online and offline, then it's not gonna manifest to your sales. So again, it will always go back to building relationships. So I don't know, maybe I like meeting people, I like to add value. So it doesn't really matter like whether you're doing this online or offline because it's just really about adding value.
Yeah. So what can you offer us right now? Like, you're a travel influencer, I see you very successful, and ganun yung feed mo. Like, how can you help us or what can you offer to people?
Well, we have our free webinar and free courses. You're also free to join our
Is there a link?
community. Yeah, I'm gonna put it downstairs. I'm gonna put it.
Okay.
I'm gonna share it with you
Yeah.
later. So it's called Be Free with Nomads.
Yeah.
This is like a community. We have.
We can join there and
Yes, it's
click
for
the link
free.
and join.
In that community, like we have, friends from all over the world sharing and adding value about travels, social media. My partner is there too, so we have weekly live training.
Wow.
So there's a lot of trainings that we do there. So it's free.
Yes.
That's what we can offer. And apart from that, we also have, of course, our digital course. So we offer one-on-one coaching on how you can really accelerate your business or how you can create your own course so that you can have your own online business. I mean, that is centered around your passion.
We'll also put a link. No?
Yes. What's good about this is that you can apply this with basically anything. I'm applying this with my FWD business.
Nice.
I'm also able to apply this with my travel influencer business. I'm also able to apply this with my coaching, my life coaching. So sky's the limit. If you're able to, if you're able to develop yourself and learn all of these techniques, it's gonna be very easy for you and. Maybe perhaps you can even create a course, something like this.
Halimbawa, hobby ko maglaro ng NBA.
Yes.
No, very passionate ako maglaro ng NBA. I can create a business with that through like creating an ebook or online course.
Yes.
How to be or how to dominate this game or something like that. Pwede yun?
Yes, perfect. I mean, as long as you're very knowledgeable about it.
Magdakag.
So it's really up to you. And then from then, once you have set up your business, then you can expand. Because it's just really a matter of, how you're going to focus it. So before I started with just Instagram, and now I'm trying to expand myself to Facebook, and then maybe in the future I would be into vlogging, or I'm going to set up a YouTube account. So it's really how you're going to develop yourself, and you just make it really fun for you. Like, again, if you're passionate about this and how bad you really want this, then it'll really manifest because, it's just having that right mindset to really accomplish and achieve your goals.
Yeah, there are several times na nabanggit mo how bad you want it, grind, growth. Parang throughout the interview that we had, we're having right now, sabihin, puro tanong ko, paano mo ginawa to, how ganyan. But at the end of the day, lagi mo sasabi sa akin, how bad you want this? What are you passionate of? What excites you? Personal growth, how you develop yourself.
Yes.
Bakit? Anong meron?
I don't know, because I want to retire early. And my dream for myself is, to travel the world while helping other people. And I don't really want to travel the world when I'm already at my 50s.
Nice.
I
Gusto ko
wanna-
rin yun, no?
Diba?
Tama,
I mean,
tama.
why would you wait until you're old?
Yes. Travel now, no?
Because
Pero responsible dapat.
you have to be responsible too, because I want to live the most as, with what I have. And who knows, maybe if I were to die tomorrow, like, at least I won't have any regrets.
So, as a travel influencer, of course, you would agree that a lot of people love to travel as early as they can. And maraming lugar, maraming bansa,
Yes.
no? How can we travel at the same time we are responsible the way we handle our money?
Oh,
Paano yun?
okay, good question.
Kasi hindi naman, not everyone na gustong mag-travel, may katulad na ng income before. No, some people
yeah.
na hindi yung opportunity or yung growth or qualification, I don't know.
Well, that's true. It takes a lot. I mean, if you wanna reach your dreams, of course you need to spend money.
Yes.
And my vehicle there is through FWD.
Okay.
I mean,
So side hustle, no? You have a job,
yes.
then side hustle.
Yeah, you really need to have you need to have
Income
several
stream.
streams of income if you really want to succeed. Because before, when I was just working in my corporate job, I only had one stream of income. So it's really, you need to hustle, you need to create more than maybe 5 streams of income so that, you would be able to achieve your dreams. So through FWD, investing as early as now, living so that in the future you're just living off interest. So it'll be better. So and that's basically what we teach people. And of course, I cannot teach. I need to walk the talk. So I have several investments as well. I've prepared for my retirement plan, for my health. I'm also able to.
Family plan, meron ba yan?
Well, yes.
Talaga?
Yes. In fact, I have my implants. Remember? I showed it to you, the implant. So yeah, I don't really have plans on having families just
Ganun
yet.
din pala yun, no?
Yes, but maybe in the future. But the thing here is that, we all differ. Some people, they want to start their family early. The question, I think it all boils down to when are you actually going to start, doing something for yourself, right? Because it's never too late.
Nice.
Whatever age you are, it's really never too late for you to create your own online business. It's never too late for you to invest. It's never too late for you to travel, because it's really gonna be your choice. You can choose to sit back and relax and be comfortable and have a mediocre life, or hustle and make sure that, okay, I'm gonna be sacrificing a lot right now, which my future self will thank me for.
Nice.
Right? Because especially when you're young, you have so much energy, you might as well, leverage on that, because it's probably going to be more difficult for you when you get old. So no offense to the old people.
Of course.
Alright, but again, what I'm saying here is that it's never too late. So I have coached, moms, I have coached ages 20 to 45, and again, it's never really too late, because who knows? I only have 20 years left. Some of them have 10 years left. We don't really know what's going to happen in the future. It's just really how you maximize your time right now, and how you're going to live life to the fullest. So that's basically what I wanted to impart with my brand also, and just being the best version of yourself.
So ako takeaway ko, kung gusto mo talaga, gawa mo ng paraan.
Yes.
Yun yung...
Yeah, that's true. Kasi ikaw lang yung gagawa ng ikaw lang ang makakagawa niyan for yourself.
Tama.
So, I mean, you cannot rely on other people to do that for you. And you cannot definitely blame anyone but yourself. Yun na yung kasabihan na kapag pinanganak kang mahirap, ay sorry, paano nga ba yun? Kapag pinanganak kang mahirap at namatay kang...
Mahirap kasalanan mo. Ano ba yun?
No. Kapag pinanganak kang mahirap, pero namatay kang mayaman, okay yun.
Very good.
Pero pag pinanganak kang mahirap, pero namatay ka rin mahirap, kasalanan mo na yun.
Tama.
So, I don't know kung tama yung saying ko, but my learning there is that your past cannot really define who you are, and you cannot always blame your past because, you know, ganito ka ngayon because ganito yung past ko, right? It's not gonna happen because, again, walang kinalaman yung past mo. Probably there's this mindset that was instilled in you when you were a kid, but then it can all change. And we also change, and we also have that in our course. We have the mindset setting, and that's why we also do life coaching in our digital courses. And again, it's really how you're gonna add value to, you know, the people you talk to, because you really want to help them, not just financially, but also, you know, emotionally, psychologically, because you want to help them create a better life for themselves.
Last question.
Okay.
Ba't di ka nag-beauty queen? De, joke lang. So now that alam mo na itong mga to, and you're really doing, so somehow living your dream life, no, na traveling, libre yung pagka-travel mo ng ganito.
This isn't still my dream life.
Yeah, oo nga, somehow.
I mean,
we're still on the journey, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Wala
I
pa
still
tayo
have a
doon.
lot of things I want to do.
Marami pa tayong pangarap, di ba?
Yes.
So, but for some people, of course, ang ganda na ng buhay mo eh. No? But siyempre, we're still on a work in progress. What's your deeper purpose?
My deeper purpose, really, I think, is for me to help people. Yeah, you can say that I have a good life. I'm privileged, so thank you. But it's not always been like that. I had several stories when I was a kid. You know, I grew up, alam mo yung parang, I grew up na I wouldn't know if may kakainin pa ba kami the next day. I grew up if I would still, not knowing if I would have, like everything's gonna be temporary because sometimes I would wake up, wala na yung phone ko, or sometimes the laptop. So it was I had a very difficult childhood as well. And nothing's temporary. And I just want to give back because I feel like I've worked so much, and I just really want to help, you know, people have that kind of hope that there's hope to life. If you're struggling right now, I've also been there financially. I grew up with almost nothing. Emotionally, I've gone through depression. There's always going to be a silver lining, and I want to help people realize that because I've been there and I can empathize with you. And what you're seeing right now is probably like, oh, she's living it, she's having the life. But like, if you really understand me before, you will know why I have this kind of mindset, and it's really about me trying to provide my family and myself a better life. And because of that, I also want to, you know, provide that kind of lifestyle to other people by helping them and making them realize that they can do more and they shouldn't really settle for just mediocrity because they can definitely do more. Anyone can do more. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yay! Thank you so much, Kuya MJ.